welcome back to my channel and to Scrap Stash and Mayhem. I know I've been kind of erratic as to when I do these videos. It's summertime, so I kind of get lost in the summer days, and you know how it is. So once September, October hits, I will be back to posting once a week. But anyways, what I have today is I have been playing with jelly plates. And I'm having so much fun. So much fun. So I have all of these sheets. And it's like, well, okay, what am I going to do with them? I have some beautiful sheets. And I've been playing. And let's see, what did I make? Let's make some birds. How adorable are these? So this is from, I got this idea from Terry Runyon. I will leave a link to her channel in my description box. And these ones here I got from Nora Jones, and she had these painted on something, and I went, oh, I got to do these, but I wanted to do them as a collage, not just as a painting. So let's see how I did that. So I have my papers here, and this is just, you know, I've painted these pictures, or these papers. And what do you do with them once you have them done? Well, you use them in collages. That's simple. So let's try this one first, because these guys are so easy. So easy. So I'm just going to take, and let's get these guys out of the way. We're going to recreate these. I think they're so cute. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to recreate one, but I'm going to make it facing this way because I see I do them both the same way. So let's see, what color shall we use? I am really liking this page, so I think I'm going to use this one. So we just grab our scissors and just a really quick, I figure out, let's see, where do I want my body? I think I'm going to do this right like this. Let's just clean this up. There we go. Get rid of that. And I think we're just going to do about like so. And then we just take and just kind of how we want to do it. And what kind of body do you want to make? Easy peasy. I think that's kind of cool. Maybe we'll just round them up, square them off a little bit here. Make him so he doesn't have such a big belly. So there we are. And I am going to find a tail. I think we'll do his tail right here. Like so. And so we just, oh, I'm copying the tail. I'm just going to take and just going to do like so. Yep, like that. And then we need to do a beak. Now, let's see. What do we got for a beak? I think that's a dark. That's very dark. We don't need very much for a beak. No, don't want that. Okay, so let's go to, let's find something. Let's go into the purples here. Let's do that. So I'm just going to take and kind of get rid of some of this. And then I'm just going to take a little bit off of this here. There we go. That'll do many, 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 many beaks. So we're just going to take, you can put it up above or you can put it below. And let's see, I think we're going to do this piece right in here. Make them a purple beak. And that, yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so we're going to just take and go in like this and in like that. And there's our bird. We'll decorate them up. Okay. So thank you to Nora for this easy bird. And I'm just going to put his tail around here. Now what I did do Not with these ones, but you could, as I ink them first, which I didn't do this time, but hey, why not? Not that one. Let's ink before we start throwing some more in there. The ink just kind of adds a little bit of definition to the pages that we're using. And I should have used it right there, and I didn't. Because why? I forgot. So if you make these birds up ahead of time, when you add them to a project, that's when you can add the feet and whatnot to it. And we're just going to take, there we go. And I did this beak already. So let's just take and put the beak in behind here. And we can, this is weird to do it this way. I've been doing them that way, so this is different for me. So I'm just going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to just put that underneath here. And now we need to make a wing. So let's see, what color should our wing be? Something that contrasts this. And oh, here we have this here. Oh, that's be pretty. So how do we make a wing? Well, your bottom goes rounded and to a point, and your top kind of stays a little flat, just like so. You can make it shorter, smaller, wider, fatter, whatever you so desire. Make it a square. It doesn't matter. Okay. And then we're just going to glue this in. And then what I have is an alcohol ink marker. Or alcohol ink marker, I think is what they're called. All right, so I'm just going to put this just a little over, like so. Okay, so I could have made that wing a little bit better, or fatter. But you know what? They're all different. This one looks like a butterfly wing. Not what it's supposed to look like. Okay, where's my glue? Okay. So I'm just going to take my marker now. And I'm just going to take the thin end. The fine end. There we go. And so let's just make a nice eyeball. And let's just take and outline this. Oh, I can see what I did here a little bit. Let's see if we can still move that. There we go. You want to make sure that your beak is completely behind, and mine wasn't. Oh, get in there. There we go. Okay. And let's see, let's doodle a little bit. Oh, what's going on with my, oh. I think it's almost dry. And my thing went up there. Well, that's no fun. Okay, so we'll use this little, there we go, that's better. We'll use this one. Black is my favorite one to use in this whole thing. And then I'm just going to outline. Let's outline. Like so. Oops. We'll just do the little belly here. I do feel a little better with my thinner one, but that's okay. It'll be fine. Apparently it's been pointed out to me that I say that a lot. That's okay. It'll be fine. And it will be. Okay, so let's take and make him a little ornate. Alrighty, so we got the beak done already. And let's see, what should we do? Let's just do a few lines on the tail, just to make it so that it looks like it's, you know. And then what if we did some follow through lines like this, just to kind of outline the, and maybe some dots. And maybe a little bit of, let's do a little something, something under here. Just something to give a little dimension here. Maybe some flowers here. Oops, get back over there. And maybe just a little bit of, there we go. Maybe just a little, what should we do? Maybe some dots on here. There. That's the fun thing about it. Just have fun with it. These birds look like they need to have fun. So there we go. And when you glue him, did I say that already? When you glue him onto your project, that's when you just draw the legs behind him or underneath him. And there we go. So that came together how fast, eh? All right, so let's try the other one. So this one here is just taking and cutting some random shapes and making a bird out of it. So I'm going to take, I think we need a purple bird. So I'm just going to, let's see. I'm going to take it like this. I'm going to do round. Let's get that guy out of the way. That's an odd shape, eh? Well, since we're here and I got different colors, how about if we do the other one in this way? And if you can see, I just did the shape like this. And this is a cherry, this is that, what was it, cherry Rendon? I forget now. Anyways, this was her idea here. So I'm just going to take and get rid of this here. Get rid of that white. Don't need the white there. Okay, and we are just going to get rid of that. And we're just going to take and follow that one. That's all. So we're going to go get rid of this here. And we're just going to do a simple there. Simple shape. Let's see what we can do with that. Let's get our birds out of here. Okay, so we're just going to use, let's get to this guy first. So we need to get some pretty tail feathers on him. And look at, we have this color right here. So let's go like that. And let's put one of these in here. One thing I discovered about myself is that I like to use the same colors a lot. Let's do this one. Okay, and one more. Let's do a prominent one. So, to make the tail feathers, you just, all I've been doing is just kind of like so. This one might be too big, but hey, why not? And we're going to do the same thing, just a little triangle. And here, this one would be, oh, look at that. Oh, that's cute. This one might be too short. That might be too short. Let's see. Let's see, what do we got here? No, we don't want to do that one. Oh, we could do that. Okay, so let's go like that. And then we're just going to, oops, like that. And let's see, let's cut that about there. We're just gonna triangular this one off a little bit. There we go. Well, she's coming to life now. And let's see. Let's do a... I see, and I do my birds the same way. I gotta get into doing them the opposite direction. Okay. Oh, this would be a pretty wing. So we want the underside like so, and we want the top side to be just kind of straight. We're just winging it, you know. Okay, so let's take and ink this up. For me, it just you don't have to ink this up. I like to ink it because it just gives it more definition for me. And the tail, I'm not going to worry about too much on the tail because you really don't see it at all. Okay, so I'm going to paint my wing. These are so fun. And you could do this, now I'm doing this with my mixed media papers, but you could absolutely do with this. Book pages, scraps from whatever you got, napkins. It'd be very fun. And let's get this one done. And the fancier the tail feathers, come on. We all know in the bird life that the male birds are the ones that have all the color. So they need to attract those females. So let's give those females something to look at. Okay. All right, so I'm going to grab my glue. And we're just going to start piling these in here. Like so. And we're just going to put it down a little bit in there. And we're going to do this one. And I'm not gluing them together because I just want to make sure that, oh, I could have done something in between there, couldn't I have? Well, let's put this guy in here. And we are going to narrow this down here. And like so, give it an ink. And of course, you can do this with anything. You could make flowers, you can make butterflies, whatever you want to make. Houses would be very cool done in this. Oops, we just want to do the bottom tail. There we go. Look at that beautiful tail. And then we're going to take the wing, and I'm just going to do the wing over here. And we're just going to, how are we going to do that? We're just going to do that. just like so. And I think maybe we might just give this a little less of a sharp corner there. Just because I like that look better. Okay, and then let's draw an eye. So we're just going to, oh wait, yeah. Let's do the eye right about here. Okay, then we need a beak. We need a beak, and I think let's do a beak out of this. Because I think this is oh, yeah, no, let's do the beak out of this, because look, it's already shaped like a beak. Okay, so let's, not that big of a beak on there, do we? Oh, maybe. Okay, we're going to make it a little more pointy. I'm going to cut some of that off because that's all white. We don't want the white on there. One more. There we go. And we're going to ink this. I have been playing and having so much fun with it. And I had to share these guys with you. So there's a cute bird. And you could take and draw a little bit in here just to... Right now it kind of looks like this wing is right up its neck, doesn't it? Oh well, that's where it is. So let's just... I don't think these markers like the paint. There we go. I don't think they're liking the paint, is what I think is happening. And let's put a little bit of flow in those wings. Because, you know, they're not all there. And I think this bird has a pointy head. Should we leave him with a pointy head or give him a rounded head? Let's give him a little rounded head. And once you glue these in place, that's when you can give them some head feathers and some fancy feet. So let's get rid of that one and let's do this one now. So this one here, let's see, what color feet do we, what color feathers do we want on him? Her, it. Let's see. We have this purple here. We don't want this one. I think we want purple. Let's see. Let's get rid of this thing right here. Okay. And let's just do, what are we doing? We're doing tail feathers, yeah? Okay. Okay, and I think we should do some tail feathers in this one. Like so. And what color do we have in here? Well, we have nothing. Oh, look at this one. Here is some pretty pink in here. Let's take this piece right here. Right here. Because I think that'd be pretty there. Okay, I am going to, what am I going to do? Let's take first and make some tail feathers. Oh, make some tail feathers here. Put my, there we go. Yeah, that's so cute. I'm just having way too much fun with these guys. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and we're going to give it a beautiful tail feather. Okay, and we're going to go like that. Flip it over and do the same thing. Like so. Oh, look at that. Pretty, pretty. Okay. And then I think we'll do this one. Get rid of that white. And let's give that a pretty. And do the same thing. Now, this might be too long. Oh, look, it's the same color. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's too long. But we're going to let's do it this way. Let's take about that long. And like so. And like so. There we go. Look at all, you get lots of scraps. And we have that one already. Now this is the purple I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Let's do that. Let's just go bloop. And bloop. Pretty. There you go, you little darling. You little darling. Okay, so then we need a wing. And I have this color in there. And this color. What if we do some of... That's not good. No. What if we did some... We could do that. Or we could do that. Oh, let's see. This one has lots of texture on it. I like that. And we're going to, we need the wing to go let's do it this way. No, yeah, let's do it this way. So we need it to go, let's go. We're going to go that way. And yeah, it's got to go that way. And okay. It's got to go this way. We got to go this way. You know, it's hard work trying to figure out which way their wings should go. Could be a bigger wing. Okay, well, let's see. Well, we're going to ink it up and see what happens. If I can find, there we go. Okay, let's ink our bird. And I'm just using the same ink. I'm not going to worry about the tail because we've got that all cased. Okay, yeah, let's get our tail feathers done. So if you're going to do this, please show me. Post them in the Facebook group. I will have the link in the description below this video. It'll be so much fun to see your makes if you do these. Because this is a fun project, I think. I think I have one extra tail feather. That's okay. This one's going to be a very pretty tail. You could also use lace in here, ribbon, give them a really fancy tail. But for me, right now, I just want to use this. Okay, so I'm going to take my glue and... Oh, that's maybe why I picked that one not to be in there. And we're going to go. Oops. Just want to do that. Don't want to do the whole thing. So we're going to go right about here because I think that, for me, is where the tail. Like so. Oops. Like so. And then this one, a little bit here, like so. Oh, this one should be longer. Yeah, okay, let's put this guy in here, because who says they can't have a nice long tail? Like so, and then put this one right over top like that. There. What a nice little tail feather that is. And am I happy with this wing? Not really. Let's put a face and a beak on this so I know where I'm at. Oh, no, that's not the end we can use because that's busted. Okay, so let's do right about here. His big eye. See now, oh, we should do that. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's see. A blue beak? A blue beak. A blue beak. Okay. And how big do we want that beak? About like so, sure. And we're just going to cut it down like so. And let's ink this before we glue it on there. Okay. We're just going to glue the edge on. There we go. Now, I think it looks like this is all neck. It's not. But that's okay. That's what we have, and that's what we're going to do. This wing. I don't like this wing. But this wing needs to be back like this. So let's do a different wing. Let's do this color wing, shall we? And let's, oh no, that's the same color as him. No, let's not do that. Oh, let's do it this way. I think this will be a pretty wing for her. Okay, so we are going to do like this. We're going to make a big wing. There we go. A big wing. Oh, this is not right. Something's not right there. Does it matter? No. And let's just make this so it's not quite like a, oops, cut that off like that. There we go. That's her wing. His wing. Now, because his body is kind of weird, we could take and, no, you know what? The wing's got to be this way, doesn't it? And maybe that's what's throwing me off. Let's go bloop, bloop, bloop. And let's make this. See if that's going to work. Oh, that's better. Okay, yep. And then let's have some fun with his head. Okay, so I'm just going to put him like this. As he's sitting and enjoying himself on the, it doesn't look right, but that's okay. Let's make him have a little bit of a belly here. Let's see. No. He needs an underbelly. No, not that one. Yeah, maybe that one. Sure. This one maybe. No, too close to it. Okay, let's just do it. Okay, so we're going to go like this, just because. Something like that. And we're just going to give him a little belly. Yeah, there, that's better. Okay, let's just put a little glue on here. Give him a little belly. And that's okay if he's got a defining line there. That's okay. We'll fix that. We'll fix it. There we go. Okay, I like that better. Okay, so let's give him something on top of his head. Can we do that? I don't know. Never done that before. Let's see what colors we got. We got blues. Yeah. Oh, I have a goldy color here. I have this. Let's do something out of this. Now, I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. So, let's go like this. Okay, and then let's go cut it off about here. And then let's just go like this and like this. I don't know. I'm just saying. And like this and like this. And one more. Just because we can. How's that look? Oh, we got put on top of his head. Now I think we're going to put him behind him. Should we put it behind him or on him? I think, yeah, okay. Let's ink him up. Let's get him inked. I think he deserves to be really fancy. My fingers will be blue for a while. Okay. And we're just going to, do them on top, yes. I'm just going to glue that just a little bit. Let's do him like that. He's cute. And his little belly. Okay. There we go. Where'd my marker go? So let's give him some definition. No, not that one. That really irritates me. I bet you I can take that off. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So let's do just some little definitions in the belly. And then maybe on the edge of the feathers. Okay. The problem is that they don't like the paint, I think. And then let's do the same over here. So it just looks like they're feathers. And we're not going to worry about this one too much because it really doesn't stick up out too much. This one either. But we'll just give them a little bit of definition because, hey. And let's see, what should we do around here? Maybe a little definition in here. Bring this in here. Like, look like it's sewn on. Okay, and maybe a little bit of hair tuft here. Yeah. He looks like he's... And then let's just have this little beaky here. A little bit of fun, attention. And let's do this. There he is. How cute is he? He looked at first, he looked like he was just not really that good. Now look at him. He's so adorable. Okay, let's just take and give this a little bit of attention in here. Maybe a little there, a little there, just to give those a little bit of definition. Maybe a little in here. Let's do this. Should have done that before I put them on here, I'm telling you. Okay. I'm okay with that definition there. A little bit. There we go. A little there. You have fun doodling on them. And there is our little bird. Okay, let's put this lid back on. Glue is on. Let's clear this off. Oops. With this. I'll clean that up later. This was too much fun. Too much fun. Okay, so get rid of that. So there's our little birds that we did. Which is the other one we did today? Was it this one? I think so. Yes, it was. But there's all the birds in total. Oh my goodness, they're so cute, aren't they? But, you know, it's just playing with your scraps. And this is what I did. I did this one today too, didn't I? Yeah, that's it. Look at all the birds. So I am going to, I actually have this here, which is a piece of my jelly plate that I did. And I decided to make these birds to go on here. No, I'm not going to put that one on there. This one here. Although, look at this one going there. Oh, that one's pretty. But anyways, so there we are. Those are the birds I think that are going to go on there. I'm going to put some white on here and some splashes. Maybe do some definition in here. But so many different uses for these. In your journals, a card, whatever. It's all a piece of work. Piece of art, right? Look at that. How cute are those ones? All right. So thanks for hanging out with me today. And I hope you enjoyed yourself. There he is. There he is. Look at him. He's so cute too. He would look good on there too. Oh, so many decisions. All right. Have yourselves an awesome weekend, and we'll see you again next Saturday. Bye-bye.